Shabbat Shalom. All right. All praises to the Most High, man. All right. We the trees of righteousness, man. We come in week in and week out, man. Go from every place to teach our people who they are, right? And to wake them up from the slumber that they're in, man. To identify them of who they are in modern America right now, right? You are the children of the Most High God, right? So we're going to come out here and we're going to bring a couple of precepts out. Hopefully our people can be humble enough to come up here, man, and learn who they are, man. So we can get up out of these conditions that we're in, right? So first and foremost, man, let's lay the foundation. All praise to the Most High, man. And all praise to Yahweh Shah, who the world equally called Jesus, right? So let's go ahead and pull up a precepts. Can you go ahead and give me Hosea 3 and 4? We'll start with that one first. Hosea 3 and 4. Let's go ahead and bring his truth out on Shabbat, man. This is a holy day, man, right? We supposed to be keeping this day, man, to glorify the Most High, man. We ain't supposed to be doing the things that we like, man, and that's pleasing to us, man. We got to be doing what the Most High want us to do, man. So let's set the foundation right now.
This is Hosea 3 and verse 4. For the children of Israel shall abide many days without a king, without a prince, and without a sacrifice, and without an image, and without an ephod, and without teraphim.
So the children of Israel is going to be without a king, without an image, right? There has been an image that was given to the children of Israel to follow, right? So the children of Israel don't know who their king is. They don't have their identity. They don't even know what their image is, right? So we got to come out here and show our people who they are according to the word itself, right? Because we are special people, right? He put us above every nation on the face of the earth, man, right? And we got to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High so we can understand who we are, right? So we got to take our time out. How you doing, brother? Hey, brother. See that? Give me Jeremiah 4:22 real quick, okay? Right? We got to make sure our people understand why they doing what they doing right now, man, because our people they foolish. Our people don't even consider who they are, man. They don't know who they are, man.
It's Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge.
You see, we love doing evil, man. We don't try to do good. We don't even know how to do good, but we love evil. We'll turn around and shoot each other and kill each other and think we're doing something, man. Right? We sitting over here, man, fighting on a turf that's not even ours. Right? But when it comes to doing good, when it's come to show our people love and show them who they are and tell them that we got to come together and stop breaking these laws of the Most High, our people don't know how to do it. Right. Our people they don't even consider who they are. They don't have a clue who they are, man. We stuck out here in these slums and everything, man, and we feel like, man, this is our life. All we got to do is live, shoot, kill, rape, rob, and murder, man, and that's the solution. We're okay with that, right? No, the Most High is not okay with that, man, right? We seeing brothers get shot down in the street every day, man, right? Not even knowing how to love your brother. That's your brother, man. When you look in the mirror, you see your brother. You don't just see yourself. Come on, man. But our people are ashamed of the Most High, don't even want to step up, man, and do what the Most High called them to do, man, because they terrified. Well, maybe my homie will see me go up to the prophets and get some understanding, and then they're going to laugh at me, right? Not understanding, man, the greatest news on earth is when you do come up, and then we can share with you the good news. The gospel is for you. The gospel is not for every other nation, man. Let me read to you what the gospel is. Let's pull the gospel out, Cap. Let's show you it's for you. Brokenhearted. Who's brokenhearted more than the so-called black man, Hispanics, and Native Americans? Who? No one else on this earth is broken more hearted than we are, right? Christ himself came and said out of his own mouth, man, told you what the gospel was for and who it's for. It's not for everybody, huh? Right? It's only for a majority of people. And who is that? That's Israel, right? Something that these preachers, these churches, these evangelisms, they won't tell you, right? So we got to come out here in boldness, man, like a lion, and lift up our voice like a trumpet to our people. So believe me, this is love what we're showing you right now, man. Right now you got the Most High on your mind because he sends us out here. It don't matter who it is. The trees of righteousness out here right now. But a couple of weeks or months ago, man, you had IUIC out here, right? He keeps sending us out here because he cares for you, right? He wants you to turn over, right? He wants you to get off the fence and start running with him again, man, right? Let's pull this thing out, man. Let's bring this out, Cal. All praises to the Most High, man.
This is Isaiah 31 from the top. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because the Lord hath anointed me to preach the good tidings unto the meek. He hath sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and to open the prison to them that are bound.
See, we're here to bring liberty to the captive, man. We're here to tell you, man, that what you was taught and how you was raised and how you was traumatized for so long, man, has damaged you, man, has made you become an enemy towards the Most High, man.
Right.
You got to change that, brothers and sisters, man. You got to know who you are, man, if you're going to know where you're going in life, man. Right? This truth ain't for everybody, man. Right? We got to come out here and stand until the time is up. Right? We're going to stand out here for our people, man, to show our people who they are, man, and lift up our voice like a trump. Lift it up, man, for our people, man. And hopefully our people can have some humble hearts, open up your ears and your minds and receive the Lord when he's knocking on your door, man. Right? You don't have time enough. You know work is about to be nuked. Right? It's about to be destroyed right before your eyes, so it ain't going to matter of us walking in the streets. It ain't going to matter of us walking and running and getting in gangs and everything. They fist to nuke the hell out of America. Has anybody been paying attention on TV? Has anybody been paying attention to what the government has been telling them? Our people don't, right? They just run like wild boars, man, destructive, huh? Come on, man. Go ahead and give me that King Right in Hosea 10:10, sir. And matter of fact, pull that CEV. Let's pull that out. Hosea 10:10. All praises to the Most High, man. To be out here on this day of Shabbat, man. Let's pray that the Lord sends some of them up here, man. That's wanting to know who they are, man. Right? We know it's cold and everything, man, but we standing out here, man, because we care about truth, man. Right? That's why we out here.
It's Hosea 10:10 in the CEV. Your sins have doubled, and you are rebellious. Now I've decided to send nations to attack and put you in chains.
You see that, man? Most High said, I'm going to put you in chains, man, because your sins have doubled. That's why we had yokes of irons on our neck, man. Right? He put that on us, man. Hopefully that brother come back, man. All right? And get up here and get a flyer and stuff, man, that we can rap a little taste with him, man. But that just goes to show you, man, that yoke of iron, them chains wasn't on everybody, man. That was on God's people. Israel, you are God's people, right? Not everybody is his people, man. You are his people, man. That's very important that you know that and understand what you got to do by knowing that you are his people, man. You got to be converted. We got to change Israel, right? We got to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, man. We got to come back to this truth, man, no matter what it costs us to lose in our daily lives, man. Right?
It's Amos 3 and verse 2. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
You see that? He don't know everybody else. He only punishing us, man. That's why we in the slums, man. Black on black crime, man. Right? Calling ourselves real because we mess around with our homeboy's lady and everything, man. That's foul, man, before the Most High, man. Right? You got churches across the street and everything, and yet we still have killings. Right? That don't make no sense. Something ain't right, man. Right? Something's got to happen. Something's got to change, man. We can't keep on doing the same thing over and over and expect something different. Right? The Most High letting you know something you doing, I reject. You got to stop doing it, and you got to change. Right? If you mothers want to stop, why is it the only time that we gather is when somebody die in a church, man? Why is that the only time that we can gather when it's morning time, man? Why can't we gather, man, before that even take place? Why can't we go ahead and come together as a people, man, and talk and say, hey, show you love. Let me show my brother some love, man. Let me go over here and rap with him a little bit, right? Let me talk with him for a little bit. But instead, we got that evil eye towards each other, man. Come on, brothers. Come on, we got to get back in order for the Most High, man. Men got to become men again, above their household and everything, man. Right? The Lord's dealing with you, man. He gonna hold you accountable for that home. That's right. Come on, man. Where the real man at? That's the question, right? I ain't up here speaking to no boys, man. I want to see where the real man at, right? Not the real man that can walk around with a gun in his waist, but a real man that's able to come up here, man, and say, you know what, man, let's see what history had done to me that made me in this circumstance. Put me like this, man.
Hey, this is a precept talking about what it means to be a man. This is going into the first book of Kings, the 2nd chapter. I'll start from the top. Now the days of David drew nigh that he should die. And he charged Solomon his son, saying, I go the way of all the earth, meaning that he's about to die. Be thou strong, therefore, and show thyself a man. So he's about to teach you what it means to be a man. It says, and keep the charge of the Lord thy God, to walk in his ways, to keep his statutes and his commandments, and his judgments, and his testimonies, which is written in the law of Moses, that thou may prosper in all that thou doest, and whithersoever thou turnest thyself.
That's how you become a man, and that will give you prosperity right there. Coming back to these commandments. That's how you become a man. You don't become a man no other way, man. Right? We out here seeking how to please our flesh and how to please the land that we at, man. Instead of understanding, man, the whole purpose you was created, Israel, was to glorify, man, was to magnify, man, and was to worship your God. You was not created for yourself, man, to do your own pleasures, man. Right? We can't be scared and we can't be ashamed, man, of this truth, man. This truth is not for everybody, man. No other nation in the world right now can come back to these laws. They've never had them. Right?
It's the book of Baruch, the 4th chapter, the 1st verse. This is the book of the commandments of God, the law that endure forever. All that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die.
That's why we got our brothers laying dead in the street, right? Because they don't keep the laws, man, right? If you keep the law, you can live. You don't keep the law, you will die. I don't know how many mothers continue wanting to lose their loved ones, man, and bury their loved ones, man, right? No church teach you this right here. We come out here to tell you to your face, you need to keep the laws of the Most High if you want to live. You don't keep the laws of the Most High, you will die. That's what's been happening, right? So to all of our Israelites, the lost sheep that's out here, this is the reason that we're out here, is to grab you and bring you back to your God. That's why we're out here. We'll stand out here, man, and we'll lift up our voice, man, and pray that the Most High ring a bell in some of y'all hearts, man, right? That won't occur, they care, right? Don't wait for a killing to happen and then care. Let's care now before it happens, man. Tired of seeing our brothers laying dead in the street and getting buried early before their time, man. This is love. What you see us doing out here is what you would call love.
It's the book of Sirach 28, start from the top. He that revengeth shall find revenge from the Lord, and he will surely keep his sins in remembrance.
That's why you cannot take vengeance in your own hands, no matter what that brother's done. You ain't supposed to go back and try to spill that blood at all. Leave that vengeance alone to the Most High, man. He'll deal with it, right? We got to get our minds right, man. We got to get back in tune, man. The enemy has destroyed us for so long. Shalom, brother. Hey, he's riding with an Edomite, man. Don't even know he's holding hands with the enemy. How you doing, sister? Shalom. All right. Our people, you know what I'm saying? Some of them starting to wake up and everything, man. That's a good thing, man. Right? Because that's what we come out here to do. We come out here to heal our people with the word, man.
You get them, let's get Psalms 106. I think it's what 106, 18.
This is Sirach 28, verse 2. Forgive thy neighbor the hurt that he has done unto thee, so that thy sins also be forgiven when thou prayest.
You see that? You want forgiveness, man? You want to see your sins be forgiven, Israel? This is how you get forgiveness of your sins, Israel. This is how you get atoned for your sin, man. We got to love our neighbor, man. We can't hate our neighbor, man. Don't no church, no pastor, no preacher tell you to love your brother, man. They put them churches in place to keep you lost, to keep you destitute to them, right? We got to learn what love is all over again, man, because it was taken from us, man, right? Let's get, I think it's 106, and it says, it goes with the precept of Luke 1 and 671, where he said, I will save you from those that hate. It's one in Psalms 106. I can't remember the precept, but it's there.
Yeah.
I hate you. All right. It's a beautiful thing, man, to come out here, man, and share this with our people, man. And try to tell them, man, you know what I'm saying, man, there's a better way than this, man. There is a better way than this, man. Right? We got to understand, the only way that we can understand this, man, is if we come back over here where the Most High is, man, and do exactly what the Most High has taught us to do, man. Since day one that he created Israel. Y'all the greatest people on the face of the earth. There is no other race of people on the earth equal to you. That's not in the Bible.
Let's start at verse 7. But thou shalt, Salakia, this is Psalm 44 and verse 7. But thou hast saved us from our enemies and hast put them to shame that hate us.
You see that? Y'all remember the very first time in Egypt, man, he saved his people, man, from his enemies, man. We need him to do it again. We need that Exodus 2 to happen again, man. So he can come and save us from the enemy's land, man. Right? He done enough damage to us already. He the one putting the guns in our brothers' hands, man, and telling them to kill each other.
That's what we look for. This is Psalms. You want to start at verse 8?
Yes.
All right, con. This is Psalms 106, starting at verse 8. Nevertheless, he saved them for his name's sake, that he might make his mighty power be known. He rebuked the Red Sea also, and it was dried up. So he led them through the depths, as through the wilderness. And he saved them from the hand of him that hated them, and redeemed them from the hand of the enemy.
All praise to Yahweh Shemiach Yahushua. Hey, sister, how you doing, sis? How you doing? You know, hey, sis, hey, can I get 2 minutes with you to give you some greatest news that has been hidden from all other nation of people? The Most High healed this truth. This is not given to everybody, sis. All right, let me ask you something, sis. If I ask you right now, who are you? Do you know who you are?
Child of God.
You're a child of God? Our praises that you know that, sis, because the Bible says that our people has a zeal, but they lack that knowledge. Do you know the name that he has given you by you being his child? Do you know that you are the greatest people on the face of the earth? Do you believe that all people are equal, or do you believe that God has a chosen people that's on top? You want me to show you a scripture that goes against that in the Bible? You believe in the Bible, right? You believe in the Lord?
I believe in love and all people are equal.
Okay, but can we go by what the Bible says and not what our own private interpretation is? Because we got to do what thus saith the Lord say, right? Can we show? Can I? Okay.
This is Deuteronomy 7 and verse 6. Thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
Equal?
Above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
The Lord said that his people are above all people. He didn't say equal, sis. So what we out here to do is to teach our people what the Bible truly says, what the Most High truly says and intended for it to say from the beginning. Because we have been traumatized. We have been taught a way that the Most High has not taught us. We have been taught by the enemy, right? Now, give me a Leviticus. Can you give me Leviticus 20 and 26 real quick? Because the reason why I say that, sis, is by you coming up and you saying that, that's why we always tell our people when they come up, can we go to see what the Bible says so we can hear it clearly? And we ain't got a pastor, we ain't got a preacher, we ain't got them saying it. We want to hear what the Lord says. And I want to show you that the Lord don't love everybody. He does? Can I show? So like I'm saying, let's don't get emotional. Can we read the Bible? Okay. Can we read this real quick? The Bible, right? Because how would you know that? We got to read the word, right?
How would I know that he loves all people?
Yeah. Should we? Can we got to read it from the Bible, right?
I've read the Bible. He loves all people.
Okay, let's see.
He might detest their ways,
Okay.
but he
Okay.
loves all.
Let's see what happens. We'll get this from the book and listen what the Most High said, because we believe everything he says, right? We ain't speaking of our own private interpretation, because I was in Christianity for 30 years, and then the Lord removed me from that, right?
I'm not a Christian. I just sold out my child to God. I don't believe in Christian.
Okay, that's good. Our praises. So we're gonna read what the Most High says.
Verse 9. This is Romans 9:9. For this is the word of promise. At this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son. And not only this, but when Rebekah also had received by one, even by our father Isaac. For the children, being not yet born, neither done any good or evil, that the purpose of God, according to election, may stand, not of works, but of him that calleth.
He's saying these children don't even know good or evil yet. But according to my election, I'm going to show you who I love and who I hate. Let's get it.
It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Okay, keep reading, keep reading.
No,
Keep reading from where you're at. Don't
Yep,
stop right
we
there.
can keep reading, but I want to say something real quick.
I want him to finish reading right there.
We
See,
can
I
keep
read
reading.
that part too. I want him to finish reading right there.
What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God? God forbid.
So do you know who Esau is? You know? Who is Esau?
But you know what? No matter what you tell me, I'm still going to love all people. I mean, that's period. I'm going to love all people.
So
Why would I not love somebody that's not my skin tone? But their
it,
skin tone.
it don't have nothing to do with skin.
Let me finish. Their skin tone, their nationality has nothing to do with my love for them. Now, there are people that do things that I don't like. There's family that I don't like because they're evil. But I love all.
Okay, sis, now that you
It
said,
is up to God to decide.
we reading what he's saying, but you telling us, sis, look, you telling us what you believe. We're speaking to you, telling you what the Most High has said, right? Because can I ask you something?
He's God.
Okay, so if do you believe he's all love, right? Can you give me Amos 3:6 real quick, and then give me Isaiah 45:7? You got pull them out.
This is Ecclesiastes, the first chapter, and looks like it 15. That which is crooked cannot be straightened, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered.
You can't take something crooked and make it straight. That's what that is saying. The Most High will not, he don't change. That's why he told you in Malachi 3:6, I change not. But I'm going to show you, sis, if you give us time, because we read the scriptures that pastors and them do not bring out in churches. They never brought these out when I was there. I'm going to show you that if the Most High, he kills, he heals, he destroys, he does all of these things. Right? It's not us saying it. Since notice we reading from the Bible. We're not saying anything from our own private interpretation. I'm pulling scripture, right? And I'm telling you, we agree with the scripture. I can tell you that I believe this and it don't matter. What matters is what matters to the Most High, right? He's over us, right? I'm not saying that all we doing is telling you, sis, what the Lord says, what the Most High says. Does that matter to you?
It matters to me that my Father loves people. Now, let me finish. Who he hates has nothing to do with me. He made me to love all people. Now, and just remember this. People are reincarnated on this earth, right? How do you know?
Like Jay General.
How do you know that one of those people is not in a different person?
No. It don't work like that.
But how do you
know? He never, when we die, we come back in the same nation, sis. We're not going to tell you. We can show you this in the Bible, man. Like when Elijah passed away and came back as John the Baptist. He came back in the same nation. You don't change and come back into another nation. You can't. You ain't gonna come back as a white person or so-called white. They're not white. This is white. But you're not gonna come back as that. That will make the Most High. That make him out to lie. He didn't know what he was doing, right? He told you in his word he only loves Israel. He don't love everybody else. There's no scripture in this book that says he loves everybody, that we should love everybody. Because David said, "Don't I hate those that hate you, O Lord?" And remember Edom on the day of judgment, right? So how is it okay for us to say who we love, want to love and be with, but it's not okay for him to say this, sis? We're only reading what he says. We're not out here trying to we out here showing love to our people, telling our people, if you come up humble enough and talk with us, we're going to talk in dialogue and break this thing down and find out what is truth and what is a lie, right? I just want to show you real quick.
Yeah.
3 and 6. This is Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in a city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord have not done it?
He said, I've done that. That's clear, sis. But a lot of people say that the Lord is about just love. He telling you no. He said, I'm a man of war. He said, when evil come into a city, I do it. We've been taught for so long that he's such a loving God, it makes us feminine when it comes to our enemies. Because our enemies, can I show you this picture right here? Did our enemies do this right here, sis? Right here. Or is this our friends? Did they do this right here? Did our enemies or our friends do this right here?
So you do know that there were black people mistreating black people, right?
Okay, we can handle that for you real quick, sis, all right? But on these ships right here, in fact, this nation right here is only like packed in like sardines. So here's the funny thing about that. They tell you, well, black people sell black people. So if black people sell black people, how does that change God from hating the people that did these people like this? They can't, sis, because we was in Egypt, he did a difference. We don't look nothing like, we look like Africans, but we're not.
I know that.
He calls us Israel. They are Egyptians. Ham is the father of the dark race, not the Israelites, right? So when we fled in Luke 21 and 24, when we fled to Africa, that's how they identify us and knew us and took us and sold us to the enemy. They knew us when we came out. That's why they grabbed us and gave us to them. That's why that book right there in Revelations says that those who lead in captivity shall go into captivity. That's from the word, the power, the Lord's mouth itself, sis. There's going to be slaves in the kingdom. The enemy got to build up the new Jerusalem. That's in the Bible. So it's got to matter who we know, who we can talk to, who we can befriend, or who we can't. Because the Lord said the ones that did all this, you're going to be slaves. They're going to have irons upon their neck like they did his people. The Most High is a vengeful God.
I know that.
So how can we say that we're supposed to love our enemies?
Are you the judge?
We judge.
Are you God?
I am.
So I'm saying only he can judge.
No. The Bible don't say that, sis. Can we show you?
Let me tell you what it is. I judge evil, not skin tone.
It's not about
Let
skin.
me tell you something else. You talking about, like I said, I love all nations, but there are people that are in my nation, in my family, that do more evil than anybody of any skin. I didn't say other people, I said to me.
Okay.
And then what I've seen them with other people. There are people that for some reason hate Africans and they're black. So what my father does, how he does things, that's fine. I would never construct or call my father a lie. But I will love all people unless it tells me himself directly, and I've heard my father, not to love. I hate evil, not people, not nations, evil only.
So what is
evil can come in any nation, any color, any size.
So can I? You say evil in all nations, but here's the Most High is going to kill 2/3 of his people.
That's him. He can do that.
But okay, you saying you've seen evil in all nations. He's even killing 2/3 of his own people because they won't come back to his laws, sis.
Because they're evil.
So why would he turn around and kill 2/3 of his own people, but he ain't gonna do it in every other nation? Yes, he's going to, sis. He's bringing these people back on top. That's why I told you earlier when you said we are equal, the Most High said, no, my people above. He only knows us. You know, he don't even though he created them other nation of people, he don't know them like he know us. He placed us above. We're supposed to be princesses and kings and rulership like we was back then.
I know that.
But can you give me, what is that? 2 Ezra 6 and 54. Because I want to show you out of his own mouth. We got to make sure that we listen to him and not listen to ourselves or what we believe in. Because you said earlier, that's what I believe in. But it should matter to us what he believes in, sis. Right? That's what's got to matter. I can believe in whatever I want to believe in. But it means nothing to me when it comes to him. I can't compare that to him. Because he said, my thoughts are not your thoughts. My ways are not your ways. He don't think like us. He's already let his word go out and said it would not return to me void, but it would bring a pleasing to me. But let me show you what he think about these other people.
This is 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter, starting at verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all creatures, of him come we all.
We all come from Adam.
I know.
And the people also whom thou hast chosen.
And the people also whom he's chosen from the beginning. So it wasn't just Adam and Eve.
All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou hast made us the world for our sake.
He made it for the Israelites.
As for the other people,
Which
also come of Adam, thou hast said they are nothing.
he said what?
Thou art nothing.
The Lord said they are nothing, sis. That's in the Bible. So how do we refute that? How do we say, no, I'm going to love them anyway and care for them? But he said, as for the other people, there's a little more I want to get on that real quick. He said, they ain't nothing. That's like you. You have children and stuff. You're going to want your kids to go to the best everything. Best schools, best jobs, best. You're going to be like, man, I want you, because that's of your seed, that's of your body. You're like, I want my kids on top. You ain't going to let your kids come and have another nation of people and they bow down and say, oh, yo, my kids on body. I've seen a wrestling match on TV where the white boy and the young man were wrestling, and the young kid was getting, the young Israelite got him. The mother ran on real quick, grabbed the young black kid by his neck, yanked him off her son. Get your off my son now. And they all ran over there to parents. They mean, what you doing? Which show you, because there's still some places on this earth that's called sundown. We can't even go, sis. They don't call, we in the Constitution, we are 3/5 of a man. This is their kingdom, their system that they set up. It's against us. It's not for us. Let's give you want to finish that off.
But they be like unto spittle, and hath likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
So you carrying a bucket of water, and when you carrying that water and little sprinkles of it fall out, you're not going to stop and worry about, let me get that back up. You're going to keep moving because I got a full bucket of water. All that other little drop stuff don't mean nothing to me. That's what the Most High said. My children are above. They are above every nation on the earth. He never said equal.
Also wanted to bring out Sirach. This is the 12th chapter. And this is how the Most High has given wisdom to his people, to pass to his people, to preserve them. And it says, Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, ye take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as thou wipest the swipe a looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away.
So sis, here's the Most High saying, don't trust the other nations. Don't trust these people, right? Because they will kill you, right?
I don't trust my own people.
When you say,
Let me tell you what I mean about love. Caring for somebody. Let's say there's a white child and a black child on the street, and they about to run into the street. What, I'm going to just save one and not the other?
why would you save your enemy?
A child?
They are the seed of their fathers, sister. See, that's trauma. You see our women, go ahead and give me that Ezekiel 13 and 7. Give me Ezekiel 13 and 7. Get Proverbs 9 and 11. Let's go ahead and pull it out, man. Let's just pull it out. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. We come out here, man, to bring this truth out to our people, and our people reject it because they want us to love the enemy, brother. That brother down in Mississippi, they brainwashed. The brother down in Mississippi got his goddamn head cut off by 30 of them. And here this woman is talking about some she loved them instead, and the Most High hate them. Bring it out, King. Yeah, give me that. Good Lord, have mercy, man.
Ezekiel 13
And that's why we're in this situation in first place, man.
7.
Stop being afraid to go against the enemy.
Have you not seen the vain vision? And have you not spoken a lying divination? 7.
Where's that? Where's the Give me Proverbs 9:11.
Get 9:11. My goodness, brother. Hey, how you doing, brother? We out here trying to wake our people up, man. That's why we in this situation in the first place, brother. We got to come back to the laws. This happened because of our enemies, brother. They did this to us. This is in the Bible. You know this is in the Bible? This is how you identify who you are, man. Right? Have you ever read the Bible? Have you ever been to these churches and stuff and they give you what they believe, their ideology, right? They tell you God loves everybody, like this sister thinking that he loves everybody. That's nowhere in her at all. She loves her enemy and afraid to talk to them. Look, man, we all got jobs and everything and work for them. I work for them and everything.
I don't have a job. I trade the cryptocurrency. I am working.
Okay. All praises, man. That's a blessing.
Big time blessing. He continues.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
All praise.
All praises, man.
All praises to who?
To the Most High. To the Most High, brother. And that's why we out here and stuff, man, taking time out to come out here for our people, to wake our people. It matters. It matters to get from being traumatized like that woman was. She kept on saying, she told us that God don't hate. We show her that the Most High hate. She still says she believes in what she believes in. Your belief don't matter. It don't matter.
I was just in a van with a white boy, hillbilly, you know?
Yeah.
A fucking racist redneck. You know, serious, listen to me. So he told me, he said, I want to find a black redneck that was ride around, and we caused so much confusion that the FBI would come. I said, why would you cause that confusion, first off? Like, with this man, we're just talking. Like, I don't talk politics or religion with men because you're entitled to your own opinion. You know, you're just a man. So if you believe that it works for you, then perfect.
Oh, okay.
Listen,
You know what I'm saying?
Go for that.
Here's the thing about it. She want to speak for the Most High.
No,
She want to speak. No, you can't do that.
You got 2 ears.
Come on.
And 1 mouth.
That's right, bro.
Serious. I learned that young. But like,
She wanted to save. She was like, I'd rather save. There were 2 children that were going out. You have a black kid and a white kid running the street. She's like, why would you save one over the other? But one's being the seed of your enemy. You're going to save your enemy? David, he had a psalm. This is Psalms 137, verse 9. It says, happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stone.
How do you, what you got to say about that? When the Lord said you're going to take them and do to them what they did to our children. You know, they took our babies and fed them to gators. Crushed their skulls, right? And they going to turn around now. We understand the Bible, who's it for, to come out and bring precept upon precept and show them that we're going to do them the same way that they did us. No, I got to love everybody. See how traumatized we are, man, with our people, man? You still trying to love the enemy that got you in this condition. That don't make no sense, King, at all. If a man don't remember the past, he will continue it.
it's called retardation.
That's right.
It's called retardation.
I
That's
think
the
it's
name.
Zechariah 13:7. Is that the one?
You continue to sin, you're expecting different
Check it.
results.
I think it's, yeah.
No, it's not gonna work out for you. And no kind of favor. You're doing the same thing, expecting different results, and the same thing he's saying. No, it's not so. People don't grant you. Yeah, it's insanity. Retardation is the name they give it. Yeah. We never had ADHD or
No.
What happened to chicken pox? Tell me that.
You had what in a smallpox and all
What I'm
that.
saying is measles, mumps,
All
they
that.
had epidemics that they came out with cures for, but we had chicken pox as a kid. I'm an AIDS baby.
Yeah.
And so we had chicken pox.
I'm gonna get one.
From school.
I'm gonna get one a little deeper for you. What about AIDS? Cause there's some people still living that they found the.
What I'm saying is, I don't believe he ever had AIDS. You talking about Michael Johnson?
I don't believe he, but look what it, like, and then they use, what's the other
Dude name? Easy E.
No,
They killed him. Did they? It is, man. You know.
You can't have too much power. If people listen to your voice, they will come through you guys.
Hey.
After people start to follow you, they see, well, you know what?
Exactly.
There were 200 people. There were 200 people out there. Who are those guys? They will do a background check. They will find out exactly who you are. Where all you speak. You'll be assassinated.
Believe us when we tell you this, King. We are well aware. And we stand on truth. We stand on truth, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna stop us from coming out here, man, trying to wake up our people. This is love what we're doing.
Right now.
We're doing love. Right? They don't understand that though, man. They want to come up here, man, and have their own private interpretation. Like I told them, stop that, man.
We are kings.
And they don't understand this, man. And they don't understand this, man. It's a fight. It's like every time we see each other, why we gotta always look to attack?
Yeah.
I gotta see you, so I don't like you. I'm standing over here looking
We're in
at
the
you.
club.
What?
We're having a nice time. We are partying. With the girls.
No, man. But you can't hate the goddamn enemy that did this to you.
Brainwash you into believing that you are my enemy. I'm mugging you. I look at you with a strange face. I'm mugging you. I want to fight you now. Are you serious? It ain't about a dollar. It ain't about a dollar. Like I said again, generational wealth must be obtained. You gotta think about your great grandkids, like the people who are gonna come behind you.
And who got theirs when they? That's why they did what they did.
Think about that. When we were free, they gave the slave owners reparations for their loss, but not the people that were actually harmed by it.
I took reparations. I think it's June coming up. June. Yo.
So can I ask you something, brother? You seem to have a lot of knowledge of everything, man. It's a good thing that you humbled yourself and you came over here. That's right. That's right. So you understand why we here and what we doing right here at this moment, right? I see you, man.
Give me 2 minutes. I'll walk back. I told myself I'm gonna put some time because I'm cold.
Okay. All praises, man. All praises, man. That's what it's about, man. Coming out here, man, reaching out to our people, man, because we're lifting up the voice, like you said in Isaiah 58.
I figure it's the generation ahead of me. It's their fault also. It's my fault for the young. The irrationality. Like the senseless killings. Like,
Yeah.
made you believe that you got to play God or you got the power to. You're gonna
Take
kill
somebody.
him.
That's
You're
right.
gonna take his life. I want to hurt you that bad. What have you done to me? Slept with my wife. Man,
Wow.
she chose to give her body to me.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at her either because that was her choice. Like God bless me with this, He bless her with that. So, like that's how I look at it. Like, but I see guys, all of these people, they fight about something. Not about no land, not about no vegetables, you know, fighting the wrong people. I can't call somebody and say, hey, I got some wheat over here and some fucking flour. Y'all got some fucking, like I stopped eating meat just last week. Serious, like cows, those big steaks I used to eat. I catch barters and guys come through with meat. I buy it all. $100 worth of meat. You know, $40 for it. Sure, and cook the steaks in the grill. Well, the animals that we eat, they don't eat. Cow don't eat no meat. Lambs don't eat no meat. Deer don't eat that. None of that eats meat. And so I figure, you know what? That's not eating meat. Why am I eating it?
Everybody has, everybody
I ate
likes
so
the
many
different
burgers,
things that they eat.
so much chicken in my life. I'm almost 50, and so imagine how many chickens I've eaten in my life. We black, first. We black people, we chicken, right?
I love chicken.
It's a part of us.
That's what they say.
Chicken, I was chicken that old. Straight up, make this out.
That's what
That's it. What I'm saying is, the chicken is as awful as the pork. I hadn't ate pork in over 20 years. My daughter will be 21. July the 21st. And so I don't have sicknesses. I just recently found out about allergies. Like I said, I'm almost 50 and I moved to Knoxville. Cryptocurrency brought me to Knoxville. And so I found out about allergies here. Pollen levels and hay fever and sinus headaches and all here. But I figured out a way to go against that with natural water. Like natural water, you take a face scrub, and you wet it with water, put it on your head, and it just drains it, and it will soothe the sinus headache.
Okay.
Up to a point to where you can bear it, you know?
Right.
Like a lot of people now, you should probably start talking to people with whole conventions and such forth. But I don't know about people because I tell people now, free money, they look at me like I'm 6'4", like I got it now. I'm talking my people, I try to tell them first because like we don't pass knowledge on. If I'm doing it, then you gotta figure it out. I ain't gonna tell you how to do it. You go figure it out. I'm gonna pay. God bless me with it, so guess what? I'm gonna bless you with it too. It's on you to make the decision that you go on and move forward with it. Like I said, we gotta learn this together because we're gonna enforce that. It's gonna be the vaccinated against the unvaccinated.
You see how you said we gotta stick together, brother? That's what we out here trying to do and gather ourselves and get with our people and tell our people, why can't we come together so we can get out of these circumstances and situations and everything and come back to the Most High and be strong and be one nation again. Why can't we do that and thrive for that instead of to try to please the enemy, man, and continue to do the things that make us enemies towards the Most High God? Right? I don't understand that, son. So we come out here to take our time out, man, and try to tell you, sis, you're the greatest on the face of the earth. What are you doing lowering your standard and saying, no, if I see one kid run out there, I see the enemy seed run out there, I'm going to run and grab him.
You gotta be, you gotta raise your vibrations. You gotta be around positive and productive, and guess what will happen? Positive and productive. Yeah, if you do bad, then bad will happen.
This is Proverbs 7 and verse 10. And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of a harlot and a subtle of heart. She is loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house. Now is she without, now in the streets, and lieth in wait at every corner.
So here she is in the streets, loud, right here while the prophet's trying to talk to her and tell her, we're going to show you what thus saith the Lord, right? But you want to get, you want to get upset and get mad because you in your emotions, right? And you're trying to say what I believe. She just kept saying what I believe. And I kept telling her, sis, it does not matter what you believe. What you believe is what got us here. In this circumstance, this is why we're here. We got to come out of this thing. We got to come together. Why is it wrong for us to love each other? It's wrong. Who taught us how to hate ourselves, man? We can't come out here positive. Hey, how you doing, sis? All right.
You against me.
Yep.
Hey, that's right, sis. Thank you. Hey, sis, let me give you a flyer. Can I give you a flyer?
Like, you don't know anything about what.
How you doing? All praises to the Most High, sis. We have to come out here. Got all this shooting going on. Brothers getting killed in the street and everything. Everybody saying it's okay, but nobody out here telling our people the reason why. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get them to stop and trying to tell them who the Lord is love. It's the whole thing. How is that?
That's why the Bible says, it says, gather ye together.
Sad. That's sad.
All nations not
That shows you the mindset.
We gotta gather together.
Sitting and watching, doing nothing.
Power in the gathering.
And wonder why to be in this circumstance. That's crazy.
In between
But we hear the call from the Lord. He tells us to go out there, make a word, speak to my people, to get them to understand, man, the reason why you're doing that is because you don't know who I am. In order for you to know who you are, you got to know who I am. I'm not the God of everybody. The lady that came up here kept saying that she loves everybody, and I kept saying that's from your own emotions. We got to read what the Lord said. Since we all been in church for 30-something plus years, and never once did I ever read a scripture out here that proved to you that he's the God of Israel. If you ask anybody who is Israel in the Bible that go to church, they can't tell you. Who is Israel? Who is this Israel that he says he loves? But everybody go to church, sister, and turn around and say, skip all that. We don't worry. Just say he walked on water. You can be prosperous. You can get money. You can have a happy home. You can have cars. All that. He never says that in that book. He never says that. He said, this is not your resting place. It's not. I brought you here on boats and chains and everything because your forefathers rejected my laws. In order for you to get out of this, you got to come back to me. So he's giving us a law, a dietary, a dress code. Okay? Let me read one precept with you real quick, sis. Give me Matthew 15 and 24. Start from 21. I want to show you something because this is very important. This lady is going to come to Christ and ask him, I need you to heal my daughter. He's going to ignore her, and I'm going to ask you why he ignored her.
Right? To the Lord move us. That's right.
I was interested in the little.
This is Matthew.
Let's get her out of the sun. Yeah, get out of the sun, sis.
This is Matthew 15, starting at 21, verse 21. Then Jesus went thence and departed into the coast of Tyre and Sidon. And behold, a woman of Canaan came out of the same coast, and cried unto him, saying, Have mercy on me, O Lord, thou son of David. My daughter is grievously vexed with a devil. But he answered her not a word.
Can I ask you why he didn't answer her? Now, this is God everybody prays to, the Lord himself on earth that he's praying. Oh, he'll answer you long as you pray to him and ask him. This woman came and said, will you heal my daughter? He ignored.
I don't know why he didn't answer her, but I do know he asked her, is it about giving the children's meat?
We're going to go down. We're going to break this thing down for you real quick, sis. Going down now. Watch this.
You right there.
Right there.
But he answered not a word. He answered her not a word. And his disciples came and besought him, saying, Send her away, for she crieth after us. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
There it is. You know who Israel is, sis? That's us. That's right. Christ just told you I'm only sent. He was sent. He didn't come on his own. The Most High sent him. Said, go get my children. This is who he came and died for. Right? Now watch what he says, because she was right on point right there. Watch it. Let's finish up.
Then came she and worshipped him, saying, Lord, help me. But he answered and said, It is not meet to take the children's bread and to cast it to dogs.
Can I ask you why he called her a dog? That's kind of cruel, ain't it? You heard it out of the Bible yourself. We didn't say that. We didn't say, that's him. He said he called her a dog. Red letters. Definition of a dog, a female dog, is he just called her that. Because she was from another nation, sis. Now we're going to read on. We're going to break this thing on down to you.
And he said, Salaki, and she said, Truth, Lord, yet the dogs eat of the crumbs which fall from their master's table.
She agreed. Yes, we are dogs. She acknowledged it and said, but yet we still eat crumbs from y'all.
Then Jesus answered and said unto her, O woman, great is thy faith. Be it unto thee, even as thy wilt. And her daughter was made whole from that very hour.
She agreed. So here's the thing about that a lot of people don't understand, because when Christ came, he's told you, I've come for the Israelites, right? He came to die for the Israelites. Here's the thing. You don't know who the father is of that child, because you are of your father's seed. So this was a Canaanite woman, but we don't know who the father was, right? So we can't say, a lot of people try to say she got salvation. Salvation wasn't even mentioned in that at all. She got a crumb from the master's table. You know why? Didn't they give us crumbs from the master table in slavery? Right? The Lord is, the Most High is balanced, sis. He's not going to give you the sun without the moon. He's not giving you life without death. They have taught us wrong. They told us in here, this book is ours. They placed their images and everything in it, and we believed them. So we closed the Bible up and we got rid of it. In fact, in here, the Most High don't have no other nation other than Israel that he loves. That's why you keep hearing that name. Now, can I ask you one thing real quick? Who is Christ coming to reign over? Because whoever he's coming to reign over, those are his people. Give me Luke 1. And let's start at 26. Luke 1 and 20. See, I'm going to stay in the New Testament, because you know how these church people be doing out here. Sister, they hear us, they're going to be like, oh, he running to the Old Testament. They don't have no understanding. They don't have no wisdom, because they don't keep the laws. That's why these look, buy, sell. We do all these things on Shabbat. This is this holy day right now, sis. It's not Sunday. We supposed to be fellowshipping right now like this. We supposed to be gathering, right? Friday sundown to Saturday sundown, sis. All praises to the Most High. We ain't supposed to be buying. We ain't supposed to be selling. We ain't supposed to be doing none of these things. Church don't teach this, right? But I'm going to show you some Luke 1 and 26, and I'm going to work my way on down for you, sis, because I want to show you. Now, they never read this, but I'm going to show you who Christ came to reign over. It's going to say, let's get it.
This is Luke 1 in verse 26. In the 6th month, the angel Gabriel was sent from God unto the city of Galilee, named Nazareth, to a virgin espoused to a man whose name was Joseph, of the house of David. And that virgin's name was Mary. And the angel came unto her and said, Hail, thou art highly favored. The Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women. And when she saw him, she was troubled at his saying, and casting her mind, what manner of salutations this should be. And the angel said unto her, Fear not, Mary, for thou hast found favor with God. And behold, thou shalt conceive in thy womb, and bring forth a son, and shalt call his name Jesus. He shall be great, and shall be called the Son of the Highest. And the Lord God shall give him the throne of his father David. And he shall reign over the house of Jacob.
Over everybody.
Over the house of Jacob.
The whole world?
Over the house of Jacob forever. And of his kingdom there shall be no end.
That's why Christ was born, to rule over us. Not everybody. It's damaging. And that's in the New Testament. He is not come to rule over every nation. Every other nation will go into captivity, sis, because they held his children in captivity. If you got children and they was taken up and put into slavery, you're going to want vengeance. You ain't going to be want to sit up, man, and say, oh, I'm going to love the oppressor who oppressed me forever. That's not in the Bible. The Bible don't teach us coming together and being equal. It's not there. But your pastors, your preachers can hold it open in a church and have everybody in there confused and tell them, hey, we opening a book, you know we teaching you the right way, right? But they don't understand that they are robbing our people. They spoiling our people. They keeping them dead in them buildings. They are dead. They don't understand this right here. We have become feminine. We have become traumatized for so long, we don't even recognize our own book. This is Black history right here. We are the people of the Most High God. It should matter to us. What am I not doing that's not pleasing to him? It should matter. He giving us a law. Look at us. This is what happened when we lost the law. The sisters out here fighting in the street, killing. We gang bang. We kill over red and blue in a land that ain't even ours. We pay taxes here. How's it ours? But yeah, you want to shoot me down over here and say that I don't love you, man, because the prophets come out here to tell our people, you got to repent and turn back to the Most High. Men got to get back in order. Women got to get back in the order.
That was the first verse that he said. That was the first teaching. Repent, for the kingdom of God is at hand.
That's the first.
That's the first, sister. This guy right here, give me Job 2:27. He don't know no other nation. He only knows Israel. You will be an Israelite. Did you know that came out of Christ's mouth? That's in here. Did you know he didn't say Christian? Give me one, hold that and give me 147. I'm going to show you, he ain't going to say Christianity. He ain't going to say Christian. He going to say, look, an Israelite. I'm going to show you, right? Out of the Bible. I've been in Christianity church for 30 years, sister. They never read that precept. They never did. I would sit there and pay this money, cut the grass, pay KUB, come there 24/7, go out, doing all them things. They scripted, sis. But let's get it out. Now, let me show you what Christ is going to say.
This is John, the first chapter, the 47th verse. Jesus saw Nathanael coming to him and said of him, behold, an Israelite indeed.
A Christian.
An Israelite indeed.
Christianity?
An Israelite indeed.
Sister, you're an Israelite. That's how he's going to recognize us. That's why he's separated. He's going to put the sheep on the right, the goats and the other nations on the left. Why is he doing that if we're equal? Why? Here's the Bible, so we need to know who the sheep are. Who is the sheep? Everybody can't be a sheep. But in Matthew 22 and 33, the Lord said, it was 31, where he said, I will separate, I will put the sheep on the right, and I'm going to put the goat. Do you know who the sheep are? Because Christ just said, I've come for the lost sheep. But let's get the name. Let's get the name out of the Bible. What is that? 1 Kings 17:21. 1 Kings 17:21. Watch who the sheep are. The sheep got to have a name. You can't just have a sheep. Because if it's Esau, it's going to say Esau. But if it's Israel, it's going to say Israel. This is where the confusion comes in, sister. And this is why all this keep happening. Look around. Our people don't care about the Most High. What you see up here is God-fearing woman and a God-fearing man up here. They take the time out to listen to the Most High. Come back. Get our sisters right here, dresses. You see that? Head around. Order. The Most High is about order. They have taught us in these churches, no. Women, y'all can do whatever y'all want. Y'all above now. You can preach, you can teach, you equal, you got everything. This is going against what the Most High has said, sister. There you go, sister. Right? He put it in here for a reason. When Christ was on the scene to choose 12 disciples, he had a chance to choose a woman. Why did he? He could too. He could have said, hey, Murray, since everybody love Murray in them Catholic churches, come on over here. He didn't do that. He picked 12 men. Let's go. Man is the head of the house. Now, women can also do something for the Most High, which is teach. Like in what's that, 1 Timothy 2 and 11?
Everybody has a role in the body of Christ.
What was it, 1 Kings 17?
In the body of the Most High Messiah. The body of Christ. I said it right.
Second.
Okay. Correct. Okay.
Yeah, it's very important, sis, that we come back.
Because this is where the understanding got to come back to us. As long as we come back to the drawing board, 1/3 of us can decide. And this is the new
This is Jeremiah 50 and 17. Israel is a scattered sheep.
Israel is a what?
Israel is a scattered sheep.
Israel is a scattered sheep. That's why Christ said, I've come for the lost sheep. Now you know who Israel is, and now you know they the sheep. We've been scattered to the four corners of the earth. So in order for us to come back to him, sister, we got to come back to our heritage, our culture, right? We do that, we come back to him. All of a sudden, when Yahushua come, he's taking us out of here. We out of here. There ain't gonna be no more paying taxes. There ain't gonna be no working jobs, jobless, and having to live check to check. Ain't gonna be no more of that. No more of that struggle. We won't even know these banks and all that, man.
Friday and Monday, some people don't even make it paycheck.
Do they? Right? And a lot of people, what I have there, Joe 227, I had it first. 227. Yeah. So this is why it's so important, sister, that we come out here and reach out to our people, and hopefully our people come, by humble enough, and come and say, listen, what I may do. We do it in church. Altar call. Hear everybody. No, not ashamed. Get up to stay in that paganism. Go right up and say, I believe in the Lord. I'm saved. If you saved, why you still here? You shouldn't be here. You shouldn't still be going through this, having to worry about if you go home with somebody there waiting on you. If you're saved already, because they use that scripture, you're going to save and everybody saved once you ask him. He said, you're not saved, you're still here. You can be killed, drive-bys, wrecked in a car, but whatever it may be, you're still here. Those who endure to the end, like he said, shall be saved. That's future tense, right? Watch this, I'm going to show you.
Job 2 and verse 7. Oh. Joel. Okay. It's just Joel 2 and 27. And ye shall know that I'm in the midst of Israel.
In the midst of who?
In the midst of Israel. And that I am the Lord your God, and none else.
He said none else?
And none else. And my people shall never be ashamed.
Who he the God of? That's why that sister was hurt. She's trying to make him the God of everybody. He said, no, I'm the God of Israel, none else. Why can't y'all accept that? We got the Most High. We don't want him, sis. We want to cling to all this. Smoking weed, drinking, idolatry, fornication, rape, rob, murder like the enemy. If we do them things, we don't get forgiveness. Right. Everyone, Hebrews, was that 12 and 16? If you do anything like Esau, you're not getting forgiveness. It's done.
That's why he says,
For the lack of Hosea 4:6. That's right, sis. This is why it's so important. You understanding this truth and you getting this, sis. But and let me read this one and one more precept for you. You yourself must be converted back to the Most High, your God. We got to show you that, because when you get this understanding, you got to cling to it. You got to start doing it. All of us had to. We all had someone wake us up. Every one of us. Brothers, put your beards on your face. Don't cut them no more. Right? Right? Put your fringes on like he said you got on the book. Women, get back in your dresses. Don't wear pants, because if you unzip, you pulling something out. That's why when we got off the slave ships, all our women was in dresses. In the slave field, cotton, picking cotton, none of them had pants on. See, the Lord is about order, and our people refuse. That's why they stay up in them damn churches. You got that church building right across the street, and look at the condition this place still in. Because they don't understand this, right? They don't have the truth. They don't have the knowledge. They don't have the wisdom, right?
it's scripted, though. It's scripted. You can hear the same message over hundreds and thousands of times on the same Sunday. They tell them what to do.
Yeah, you want to take it? Yeah, take it. That's it.
They don't teach you that.
This is Hebrew 12 and verse 4.
It ain't even
Hold on.
you guys, 'cause
And it's 16. Lest there be any fornicator.
I'll praise.
No, you're fine. This is Hebrews 12 and verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Can't get it. Esau came. That's what we're trying to tell the sister. She said if she had a white kid and a black kid, if the white one, she gonna run and save it. He can't get forgiveness. He just told you that. He said no, he ain't getting it. How you think we got in this condition? Because of him. That white kid that she was talking about goes all the way back to Esau. A man through his lineage from seed to seed to seed to seed. It goes on down the line, sis. It don't stop. We go all the way back to our father, which happened to be the chosen seed, right? All praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh, man, right? They don't understand this truth. Your Edomites that's walking, they don't understand this. They hear it and say, that's crazy, man, right? They the ones that gave us Caesar Borgias and never told us that Christ is a black man, the Most High is a black man, the angels are black. All in this book. They never read that to us. We still go watch Passion of Christ, where this damn Edomite man stretching out his arms on the cross and bleeding for everybody, and everybody's wailing and crying and going to church and saying, man, we know he coming. He is not the one coming. The one coming is coming for vengeance. Isaiah 34:5. Real quick, sis, watch this, man. He's not coming for that.
Most High God said he is the king of terror.
That's right, sis. You absolutely right. This sister right here, man, oh yeah, hold that.
He said study to show thyself.
That's right, sis.
I mean, I had to get to it myself. I had to draw from the Most High God. He led me.
Come on.
Hey, this is Isaiah 34 and verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea